Alright, so here we are in our Kasatka, and we're getting ready to do the Cayo setup missions. We're going to be going through all of them here today, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first one I always do is going to be the weapon loadout, and we're going to go Marksman. Alright, 707 Vespucci, perfect. So if you don't get one of the buildings and you get Merryweather HQ, there's one of two things you can do about it. I would never ever do that mission. It takes way too long and it's annoying. So if you ever get Merryweather HQ, you can either just join a new invite-only lobby and start the mission over, or if you have the homing missile upgrade on the Kasatka, you can launch your homing missiles at the helicopter you're supposed to follow and blow it up, and that'll fail the mission and let you restart it. Alright, so here we are at 707 Vespucci. We're going to go ahead and land up here on the roof and head inside. You're always going to want to come in roof entrance unless you don't have a flying vehicle, in which case you have to go in the ground. But if you have access to a vehicle that flies, you're going to want to land on the roof and just do it this way. It's a lot easier and less of a headache. Also, if you don't yet have the Sparrow, you're going to want to heavily invest in that as soon as possible. It makes doing all these missions a lot quicker, a lot easier, and it's just, yeah, it's a vehicle you're going to want to have, especially if you plan on running Cayo a lot. Alright, let's go ahead in here, take these guys out. Goodbye. Go away. Go away. Stick your head back out, come on. Go away. Go away. Goodbye. Nope, you're still alive. Go, die. Alright. Go away. Just in case. Go away. One more guy. Go away. There's a guy in here. I'm gonna kill him just to be safe. You don't necessarily have to, because he usually doesn't come out. Alright, let's get our weapons. Do the little hacking minigame. I hate this minigame. My eyes are horrible when it comes to seeing numbers next to each other, so this one always takes me a minute. Let's see, 7891. 7891. There it is. Alright. Let's grab our weapons. Come on. Alright. Alright, we've got the weapons. We're going to head back outside. And very important when exiting the building, make sure you pay attention to the prompts, because if you hit left, you go to the roof. If you hit right, you're going to go downstairs. You do not want to go downstairs. Going downstairs when you landed on the roof will ruin your day. So you're going to want to go back up to the roof and just be careful. Alright, so the helicopters, we're not going to destroy the helicopters because they're just going to respawn. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the gunners out of them. So that, oh, well, that wasn't intentional, but it works. So we're going to shoot the gunner out of them, and then that way they're chasing us but not shooting at us. So there we go. And let's get in this one. We're probably going to have another one respawn at some point, but it's fine. Alright, we just had to head back to the Kasatka. Alright, and weapons are delivered. So next up, we're going to be doing the cutting torch, or plasma torch rather. Or plasma cutter. Whatever it is, you'll see. So equipment, plasma cutter. Gonna head back to the Sparrow and fly over to the warehouse. Alright, so we're gonna land here when we get to the warehouse and head inside, and all we have to do is take a picture. So let's go ahead and put our helicopter down. And we're gonna head inside the warehouse. So we're just going to pull out our camera, take a photo, send it to Pavel, turn around, and exit. And that's all there is to it. And now we just got to go find out wherever they're doing their heist and steal the plasma cutter. Alright, yeah, my Sparrow blew up because it was near that tree, so we're gonna have to see if we can call another one. We can't call it yet, so we're just gonna call our oppressor. Alright, so let's hop on our oppressor and head over to where we've got to go. Alright, here we are, so we're going to go ahead in and find the plasma cutter. I think we can do it right from the back of the oppressor, and we can. Alright, so we got the plasma cutter, we're going to head back to the Kasaka. Alright, so here we are back at the Kasaka. We're going to go ahead and land our oppressor up front here. Now it's very important when you do land your oppressor on the Kasaka, make sure you go into your menu and return it to storage. If you don't, there's a good chance it's going to fall off the ship and land in the water and then get destroyed. Alright, and that's the plasma cutter done. Let's go ahead and get started on the next one. Alright, so now if you got the bearer bonds instead of one of the other primary targets, instead of the plasma torch mission, you'll have this one, the bearer the safe codes. So, safe code, it's going to tell you to go to the Diamond Casino. So, we're going to hop back in our Sparrow. And we're going to fly on over to the casino. Alright, so now here we are at the casino. Now we can land on the roof. I don't recommend landing on the roof because you can't get out of the casino. You can't exit the casino to the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to land right here on the ground, and then we're going to go in through the ground, and then we'll be right here when we come out. So there we go. And let's head inside. Alright, now once inside, we're just going to come over here to the elevator and ride up to the penthouse floor. And we're going to go ahead and equip a silenced weapon. Try to do this stealthy. Probably won't work out, but we'll try. And you're looking for the room that has the two guards out front. It's not this side, which means it's down the other side. So let's head down the other side and take the guys out front. There they are. Alright, so go away. Go away. Alright. So now once we go inside, it's probably going to get loud, but it is what it is. So Pavel sent us a photo of the guy we're looking for. So it's this guy here. So it's the guy with the hat. Everybody else is dressed like a typical Cayo guard, so it's pretty easy to distinguish. Alright, so once we're inside, he could be in one of three places. So the first place we're going to look is right over here. And, alright, he can be in this room. It doesn't look like he is, so it's fine. Next place he can be is over here. So right through here. And he can sometimes be right in this room here. And he is not. Okay. So that means he's in the third place he can spawn, which is down at the bar. So let's head over there. Up real quick. I'm gonna lob a grenade in there just for fun. Alright. So now we're gonna go over and find his body, and we have to steal the vault codes. Perfect. Alright, so now we just gotta get out of here. So basically we just have to head back down to the casino. When we exit at the elevator, it's going to take us down there. And then we just got to jump back in our Sparrow and fly away. We don't actually have to go back to the Kasaka after this one. You just have to escape from the casino and fly a little bit away. And lose the cops. So there's usually casino security. Take care of them. Alright. And we're out. Perfect, so we're gonna hop back in our Sparrow. And we just gotta get some distance from the casino and lose the police. So it shouldn't be too difficult and take too long. But once this is done, once the cops have been lost, it's mission complete and you can move on with the next part of the setup. Alright, and there you see, it is done. The police have been lost, the mission's complete, and we're ready to move on with the next portion. So you can either fly back to the Kasaka on your own, or you can just fast travel there, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to fast travel there. And now we can move on to the next setup. So next up we have the Fingerprint Cloner. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to head back to our Sparrow and fly to the first warehouse. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and land here outside the warehouse. And for this one, there's going to be 2 cameras outside facing the entrance. You can destroy them if you want. You can shoot them, or you can find the electrical panel and disable them that way. In my opinion, really not worth it, because it only gives you like an extra second before they spot you once you go inside, so it's really not worth the effort. You come inside, and take out the 4 guards. Okay, let's heal up. And you're just gonna run back here to the computer. You gotta wait for Pablo to stop talking before you can use it. Alright. And then we're just gonna do the little mini game. Alright, that's done. Let's head back out. I have to head over to the archives. Let's get back. Where's our sparrow? Alright, it looks like our sparrow is destroyed. Again. So we're going to go ahead and call our oppressor. Now, if you don't have the oppressor or another conveniently summoned flying vehicle, you just wait out the 2 minutes before you can call the sparrow again. The sparrow gets destroyed very easily if it is too close to something, because the thing's made out of wet tissue. But alright, let's head to the archives. Let's see which one we have. Okay, so this is the one we have. It's, my opinion, is the best one because it's right near Akasaka. There's another one that you can get, which is up here by the Freak Shop. And then there's another one that's right around, I think it's here, by the overpass. But in my opinion, again, this is the best one because I parked my Kasaka right over Vespucci Beach, and it's right next to where we're going. Alright, and here we are, and again, there's going to be 2 cameras outside this one as well. Now here, I do recommend you take the cameras out, only because, well, especially if you're coming here on the Sparrow, because the Sparrow takes a minute to ramp up once you get into it before it takes off, and it's very fragile. And if you don't take out these cameras, there's going to be cars that spawn that chase you and shoot at you, and they will crash into your Sparrow and blow it up if you're not careful. So just, it takes an extra 2 seconds to take out the cameras here, because it actually will be helpful. 9 times out of 10 you're going to be able to escape no matter what, but just to be safe, it's just an extra 2 seconds. So, alright, perfect. Come back here. It's usually around here, and it was. So we've got the Fingerprint Cloner. Let's head back out and back to the Kasaka. Alright, and that's the Fingerprint Cloner done. Let's go ahead and get started on the next one. Alright, so next up we've got the cutting torch. So let's jump back in our Sparrow and go grab that. So let's see which one we've got. Okay, cool. So there's 3 different possibilities. There's a house that's up this way, which in my opinion is the most annoying. And then there's the Mile High Club, which is probably the easiest. And then there's the one we got, which I think is the medium one, the medium construction site. Yep, so like I thought, this is the medium construction site. This one's a little annoying just because of where you have to land, like you have to go up the ramp, so you kind of have to run a little further, but still one of the easier two. The house is by far my least favorite just because the landing zone is annoying. I tend to get spotted whenever I land there. But this one should be easy. Should be able to come right up here, grab the hard hat, and find the cutting torch with relative ease. Hard hat is right here. Alright, so let's go find the cutting torch. It's in one of the toolboxes. Nope, not that one. There's a couple more this way. Let's see here. And there it is. Alright. So, second toolbox. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to head back to the helicopter. Let's just go ahead and jump down here. Just going to jump back in our Sparrow and head back to the Kasaka, and we're done. And that's the cutting torch done. Now we just have to do one last mission, and that is the setup for the Longfin. Alright, approach vehicle. Again, we're going to do the Longfin. Of the 6, in my opinion, there's really only 3 worth doing. The Longfin is the one you're going to do the most. If you get 2 paintings in the office, I'll do the Kasaka because it just makes it super quick. You can get in and out in like 6 or 7 minutes. And if the truck and disguise is at the airstrip, sometimes I'll do the Vellum just for a nice change of pace. But other than that, that's pretty much all. I've done them all at least once, but I mean, the only ones really worth doing are those 3 in my opinion. But today we're doing the Longfin, so let's get started. Alright, so here we are coming up on the police station, and the way we want to do this, if we get lucky, is if we fire a missile off near it, like so, and get lucky and it knocks it over, then it'll spawn outside. We were not lucky there, so we're going to try to turn around and try it again. Doesn't look like it's happening. Yeah, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, is what it looks like. Just fine. Let's see if I can get back under control of the helicopter. And of course not. Alright, that's fine. We're going to have to go in anyway, so it's easier just to crash. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to summon our Phantom Wedge. Wait for that to spawn. Okay. So now we're going to hop in the Phantom Wedge and we're just going to go in and grab the Longfin.
The self-reliance of American criminal. I should have guessed you would have your own truck, especially for stealing goods and escaping police.
Alright. So we should hopefully be able to just get right in and grab it. Drive straight. Alright. So let's get turned around here. Only beef with the Phantom Wedge is turning it around is a pain because of the giant cone on the front. The only bad thing I have to say about this vehicle. Alright, so now we got it. We're going to drive outside the police station and down the road a little bit. And then we're going to lose the cops. Alright, so we're just going to drive to right about here. Gonna stop. Gonna get out, and this is just the easiest way to lose the cops. We're gonna pull out a sticky bomb, throw it on the ground, and blow it up. Alright, now that loses our wanted level. We can hop back into Phantom Wedge and drive it back to the docks relatively uneventfully. Alright, and that is the Longfin delivered. So, that is all the setups done. Yeah, that'll do it. And then we're ready for our finale. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.